from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 p.m. Coverage you can count on.
Well, this is a decision many men make, but more and more couples are taking action to undo that choice later in life. CBS 2's Andrea Fujii introduces us to one family that decided to reverse the snip.
Laguna Beach resident Greg Carpenter never imagined he'd be holding his first child at age 53.
It was incredible. I mean, she came out, I was in the delivery room. She was waxy and cried and, kind of a little gooey looking, but you just immediately kind of take to her.
10 years ago, his life was very different. He was newly divorced, and at the time, children weren't in his future. So he decided to have a vasectomy.
I didn't have any plans to have kids, so I thought I might as well do that. I guess safety precaution, I don't know.
But 7 years later, he met Molly, and everything changed.
You can meet people that just want to have a kid, and you happen to be there, or you meet somebody that really wants to be with you.
Molly, 13 years his junior, already has a son from a previous relationship and didn't think about more kids until her doctor warned her her biological clock is ticking.
Once you realize you have a certain period of time, it's like very important. It's like, okay, if we're gonna do this, we need to do this.
So they made the decision to reverse his vasectomy.
We had a very solid, base in the relationship, and so it was just a natural extension to have a kid.
It's asking a lot of both of us, but I think it was an easy decision once we kind of talked through all of it.
3 weeks later, the procedure was scheduled to be performed by Dr. Philip Werthman, director of the Center for Male Reproductive Medicine and Vasectomy Removal in Los Angeles. He says more and more men are reversing their vasectomies.
I know even in the last 6 months, I can see that the calls that we're getting and the inquiries that we're getting are probably 2 or 3 times higher than what they were 3 or 4 years ago.
And a majority of his patients have situations similar to Greg and Molly.
For the most part, it's older men coming in with younger wives.
Dr. Werthman says most couples conceive within the first year after the procedure.
But Greg and Molly were pregnant within 6 weeks.
Sure enough, boom, pregnant.
And almost a year to the date from the reversal, little Lana was born.
To pick her up and see little parts of you in there and parts of, Molly in there. So it's great.
With a 99% success rate, Dr. Werthman says his patients' reversals have helped produce thousands of babies.
People who want to avoid going through in vitro and putting their wives through the shots and that process, then this is a very, very good and very successful alternative.
Now engaged, the couple says they couldn't be happier with their decision to start a family.
I might have been unsure, a few years ago, but I'm not unsure at all now. I mean, it's one of the best things I've ever done.
He's a great dad.
Andrea Fujii, CBS 2 News.
And it is estimated that about 500,000 men request vasectomies every year. About 5% of them will change their minds.